Hello and welcome back. Took a little break, but here we are. Lots to update everybody on, but for today, garden.
Yeah.
Now it's been a few weeks since we've done that, so right now we're at the church, and we'll let you know what we're doing here today at the church. So today what we're doing
is, obviously you can see there's some weedage.
We had a little bit of a weed problem. It's because this was just lawn like this, so it just came back as grass.
Part of it got tilled up really good by like a big tiller, and then we came back and expanded it a bit with a not so big tiller, and so it didn't till it quite as good. So we had a lot of grass come back. And the second thing is the landscape fabric we used was kind of a short-term solution. It was fairly inexpensive, but it doesn't do a great job of cutting the light out. So a lot of stuff is growing up just underneath all the plants. So we're just going to go with a small tiller, go along each row underneath and in between the rows and just re-till everything up and cut the weeds back out. So right now we're taking the fence down so we can access the rows easily. One of the nice things about this fence and these posts, it's just really easy to take down and put up the fence. So that's what we're going to do.
Let's do it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, you can see Andy's doing it a little bit right now. I'm going to be pulling the stakes out on the sides of each row and flipping it up towards the plants. At least for the tomatoes and the cabbage and broccoli, probably, Andy?
Yeah, we'll start this and work that way and get as far as we can.
We'll see how the peas and peppers row goes, but so we're gonna do that, or I'm gonna do that, and then Andy will till. We're doing this in the morning. It is currently about 9:30 because it is supposed to be hot today in Minnesota, and this garden is in full sun in probably half an hour. It's mostly sun already, but alright, we are finishing up here. We have been working in the garden for about 3 hours. We took a little bit of a lunch break. It's been hot in the sun. Working so much that even I can't get the mud off or dirt out of the cracks of my fingers. So there's that. I will walk you through everything that we have done today in the garden. Yeah. Got a little distracted here. Let me show you. Little honeybee. Okay, so here's what we did. What I did was I pulled the landscape fabric back. Andy mowed and then tilled, and we pulled it back. I weeded around all the plants. You'll notice that the cabbage moths annihilated the broccoli and cabbage, but they seem to leave the red cabbage alone, which is kind of nice. And we did lose a few plants in the process. And there are some cabbage in the broccoli and broccoli in the cabbage. Not sure what happened there. We also forgot to plant one side of beans somehow. But if you notice, the beans are flowering, which is really exciting. And then we have our peas, which are also flowering. There are peas on here. I'll get in there and show you that in a minute. The peppers. And then here are all, 76 tomato plants. And they are all looking pretty good and flowering. And we have fruit on some of them as well. So with the tomatoes, what we did was we picked off the suckers and wrapped them a couple more times for them to continue climbing. Just weeded around the peppers, weeded around the peas. Not my favorite thing today, but got it done. As you can see, the fabric lays a lot flatter now through there. So let's go in and I will show you. That's a nice broccoli plant. See, we got peas. That's exciting. And then we have lots of flowers on. This is a beef master. Beef master or beef steak?
Beef master.
Beef masters coming in here. And then here we have a nice string of, these are either yellow or red pears, I'm not sure, but